Hello, all my Shempists out there. Welcome back to I think this is episode 6 of our Super Mario Galaxy Let's Play. Our complete 100% playthrough of my favorite game of all time. We made a ton of progress on the last episode. We beat Final Bowser, and we also did the entirety of the Engine Room Dome. So today, as you can see right there, we're going to be tackling the Garden Dome. And everything in store for us up there. Which also means we gotta do the Gateway Galaxy as well. And all of the Hungry Luma stars associated with it. So this should be a, I have no idea how long it's gonna be, but it should be a pretty long one. And I'm looking forward to it because a lot of my favorite galaxies are in the garden. So let's go ahead and make our way up to the top there. We also tackled Sand Spiral Galaxy last time as well. But we're going to go ahead and begin with the Gateway Galaxy. The purple coin star. And I know last episode I previously said that I'm going to wait for all of the purple coin stars, but I am going to do this one first because it doesn't affect any of the other purple coin ones. It doesn't trigger them to appear. And I also need this one to be able to get the Boo's Boneyard Galaxy, so that's a deciding factor in that decision. We get to see Rosalina again, that's so nice.
I looked forward to visiting this planet with the Lumas every 100 years. The Luma that has been traveling with you may also grow up to become a star someday. Some Lumas become planets, others become comets, and a few become power stars. I am traveling with them while they look for a place to be reborn. But I never thought all of this would happen.
And she's gone. Wow. She must have been really upset. I'm sorry, Rosie. Now this might be the most underrated power-up in the game. Also the most underutilized because it's only used twice. Being in the hub world. That fact. What am I doing? Let's go back up here and get all of these. And what do you know, I missed the first one, so it's kind of embarrassing, but keep trying, that's what we can do. You know, I wish more levels would have their purple coins like floating up in the air like this, so we could have used the red star more. But yeah, that is pretty much the only part where it's necessary to use it. The rest are on the ground and you can use it without it. But another hidden feature about this is that it brings a lot of stuff towards you like that. Because if you're underwater, you can spin and it brings stuff towards you, but now with the red star, it does that on ground as well. See, so it works especially well for these circles of coins. Hey, 6, 7, there we go. Let's get the ones from all these rocks up here. Almost done, and then we'll get Boo's Boneyard after this. And I hope I have enough star coins to unlock Boo's Boneyard, but I forgot to check the counter before we came in here. Almost there, gang. It's always been very weird to go back to the Gateway Galaxy after the beginning of the game. Because I think the beginning of the game is what I have the most nostalgia for, like the beginning cutscenes and catching the rabbits and everything. Because those are the memories that I remember the very most from when I first played it. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but because I've played this game so many times, like during COVID and all that, I used to play it like every day. And because of that, a lot of my like memories kind of faded away with Super Mario Galaxy. But except that one, like the beginning cutscene is what I still remember the most as a kid. Here we go, we got my coffee. Wouldn't be a Let's Play without coffee. Alright, let's get back up here. The only red star in the game. This is a beautiful looking model. Look at that, that looks so nice. There we go. Now we're gonna try to feed that. Okay, we do have enough. Because the Garden Dome Hungry Luma, which is for the Snow-Capped Galaxy, that one takes 1600. So if I got my math correct, this should be 1200. Let's feed this good boy, this bad boy. And we shall be good to go to the Boo's Boneyard, one of my least favorite levels. Yep, I was right, 1200. This whole game is muscle memory for me now. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass trying to feed that Snow-Capped Galaxy Luma now. But there we go. All of these Hungry Luma stars are kind of weird in their own little way. Like Sand Spiral Galaxy is like a very weird level, but one of my favorites. There's our buddy Spooky Speedster again. It even uses the same skybox as the Ghostly Galaxy. And if you're curious, I'm using GameCube controller again.
Hey, so you're after it too, you'll have to race me for it. Here we go.
That was a terrible impression, but figured I'd try it nonetheless. This one is usually a piece of cake. Walk in the park. Cakewalk, whatever term you want to use, that is this level. And I missed the medallion there, like a fool, but still in first. Yeah, I was afraid of hitting the wall because that halts all of your momentum. So yeah, pro tip gamers, do not hit the wall in this level, because that halts all of your momentum. Got all of those star coins in one swoop. How do you like that? On a lot of my playthroughs of this game, the Boo's Boneyard ends up being like my very last star that I get, because I always forget that it exists. Like, I keep forgetting that the Gateway Galaxy planet has a Hungry Luma on it, so I tend to forget about it for a long time, and it ends up being my final star for a lot of my playthroughs. So yeah, now we can finally make some progress on the garden. You know, I got a feeling this might actually be shorter than the last episode, because we obviously don't have the final Bowser, but... well, who knows? Maybe it is. Because both of these domes have 3 of the full-size galaxies in it. But this one also doesn't have a boss battle, and it also does not have a... okay, I'm confusing some things there, but yes, it has everything except a boss battle one, because there's no Grand Star in the garden. Okay, I'm not sure if I even have any of the Luigi stars yet, so I'm gonna go back down here and talk to Luigi to make sure he can get some stars for me. Because that's right, we don't even have the Trial Galaxies yet, so we're gonna have to do that too. Completely forgot about those. Okay, so we might have to do those in this episode as well. Which is no biggie, because I love those levels, actually. A lot of people seem to hate the motion control stars, but I'm pretty good at them. And I like them quite a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and get my least favorite one out of the way first. The 1 star, obviously, so why not do it? Very interesting level, to say the least, but it is exactly like what we saw in the Ghostly Galaxy. The secret star in Ghostly Galaxy is basically just this again. I think even the mission had a similar name. It was called Matter Splatter Mansion, I think. So they essentially made a full level out of the gimmick from Ghostly Galaxy. Which I guess is cool, it's just not one that I like revisiting often. Because I do not like auto-scrollers. Couldn't tell already. Especially with the spring mushroom. Okay. Not really much to talk about on this one except do not die. It's pretty easy to accomplish. But a cool thing is you can see all the lasers back there. And the star glowy thing. Always liked how the Galaxy games had that where you could see the star glowing from a million miles away. That was always a very unique detail. Only a few galaxies actually do that now that I think about it. Because a lot of stars are like locked behind boss battles or in one of those crystal things, so I don't think the shine works for those. But I could be wrong, I haven't really studied the star lights on this game yet. And we are going to take the Sling Star because I do not want to navigate that other part with the Spring Mushroom, so let's get out of here. There is actually a couple of 1-ups we can get. I can get up here. And there we go. I think this one requires a triple jump. There we go. And that third one that you saw up there, you can only get it with our beloved Spring Mushroom. Now we don't have no more. Let's go ahead and follow the path. Don't do anything stupid. And we should be good to go. I'm excited to do Dreadnought. You know, I think once I get the star, it might call me back to the beginning of the observatory because Luigi might be in Good Egg Galaxy already. And usually it calls me back so I can get the letter from the mail toad, so we might have to do a lot of commuting back and forth between these domes. YOLO. There we go, we did it. And I was right, we got called back because Luigi's gonna give us a letter now. Like Blue's Clues, we just got a letter. Okay. Only 1,000 more for the Luma. Okay, that's very interesting how the purple coin disappeared from Good Egg already. I don't actually think I've played the game in this order before, where I do all the Luigi stars after the purple coins already spawn in. So that's very interesting. And this one should only take us like 10 seconds, so that's why I'm doing it. Here we are, Dino Piranha, baby. That is easily the most difficult star in the entire game. Like, I've never died more times than I have trying to get to this guy up here. Like, that was an epic gamer moment. Just being able to get up there flawlessly like that. And amazing work on my end. I've never been able to do that before. So let's bring that star back home to Mama. And we'll go back up to the garden. Because Luigi will take a while to get another star back. And the next one is the Battle Rock Green Star from Luigi. And obviously the other two green stars are in Bioi Base and the Dusty Dune. And by the looks of it, I actually don't think I've... Okay, I got 2 of them. So Battle Rock Luigi is the only one we are waiting for to get the Trial Galaxies, so that's good to know. At first I was concerned that I didn't get the other 2, but I did. So I saw the green Lumas there, so that's our indication of that. Now I'm gonna fight Camilla for the second time. Yeah, it's the second time because there is no second Camilla fight in Space Junk. It's only the first one. There's no comments for that. So we fight Camilla a grand total of 3 times. 1 Space Junk, 2 here. Because we got that Daredevil comet, of course. And we don't even need to go to any of these. What I usually do is I shoot right above here. And you'll land right here. Which is a big time saver. And sometimes it even plays a weird animation where you get to land over here. Depending on what angle you shoot at, it actually plays an animation and you land perfectly right here. Maybe we can do that on the other 2 stars, but yeah, shooting into the wall is just fine like this. And it saves you a truckload of time. So let's go ahead and fight this lady. In here! The only downside to playing with Luigi is that if you spin underwater, it wastes a crap ton of air. Because it does not do that for Mario, only Luigi. That was a close shave with the air right there, but we good. We good. I froze this little animation there. Did you see that? This one should go by pretty quick. Two downstairs, two upstairs, I think is what it is. I'm pretty sure we do not have to hit her 5 times. It's only 2 and 2, from what I remember. See, if this was the Daredevil mission, my goose would have been cooked right there. And there. The Daredevil one of this might actually be one of the hardest stars in the game. At least for me, it gives me a lot of trouble sometimes. Yeah, it's 2 and 2. So just the next one's the final hit. Using the shells for the boss battles, I do gotta say, is very satisfying to do. Like for Camilla and Bowser Jr. in the kitchen. Very fun battles. Get rid of those guys. That wand comes very close to hitting the cave. Did you see the shadow there? But I love seeing that moonlight there. That's very nice. Because you don't get to see moons often in the game. That's a very nice touch. That adds to the aesthetic. Okay, I'm not sure if it spawns us back to the observatory for Luigi's second letter that he sends us. This is one of my favorite missions in the whole game. If you guys watch my top 10 on this. Like, yeah, I don't know what Nintendo was doing, but like in the latter part of the game, they were obsessed with this underground gunner. Because he appeared twice in the engine room in Toy Time and Gold Leaf. And now he's back again. And I got no problem with this guy, of course. I think he's a very fun boss. I just think it's very interesting to point out how they only used him in these parts. And like he was never in any earlier parts of the game. You know something funny? I don't even need to kill that guy, so we're just gonna leave him there while he's crashing out. I completely forgot. I don't know why I was trying to mess with him in the first place, but we can get up here. We don't need it. We don't need no ice flower for this, because that is why the boss battle is there, so we can go and get the ice flower. But we don't need any of that. We have our parkour skills, and that's all we need. Yeah, there is a crap ton of Kameks in this level. But I'm going to show you guys a cool trick. You can't see it from here. But I'm going to take you all to the sub area that's located right here. And we're going to turn all of these into star bits. And we're going to collect all of them as we go into the pipe. Because I want to show you guys where this sub area is located. They're coming from all the way up there. That's where the sub-area that we were just were, that's where it's located. So all of them just fly to us from there. They don't go through the pipe like Mario does. And you can see more coming to us now. So that's where our sub-area is. And the star bits have to travel a long way towards us. It's always really fun to do something small like that. And you can only really do that on this level, where you can see how it works well. There are a couple of other instances where you could do it, but I don't think it would look as good. And it would be harder to get all of them at once like that. But yeah, now we're gonna blast off to the other planet. And here we are, the only planet in the game where we get to see Cheep Cheeps. And they're not having the greatest of times here. They're grasping for air. Or gasping for air, I should say. Always makes me laugh. Of all worlds to put Cheep Cheeps in, you only do it on this random-ass level. And they put them like far away too. They're not even in the main planet, which has a lot of water. They're like all the way out here. So that was very comedic in my opinion. Okay, I actually forgot to show you guys something very interesting, but I guess we'll have to skip past it. Okay, now let's go to... what should I do now? Okay, let's get this one out of the way. Because once these comets go away, then it takes a while for them to come back. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Ghost Ship Daredevil Run. Pretty scary, not gonna lie. Like one little love tap from these boos and it's over. The tensions are high, gamers. Three to go. Shouldn't be too bad down here. It's upstairs where it gets hard. Ha! That's nice. It's one of the things with these GameCube controllers, it has notches on the thumbsticks, so you don't technically have all 360 degrees of movement. I guess you sorta do, but that thing shot upwards. Did you see that? That was really close. One more, we can do this. We can do this! I'm just worried she's gonna throw out more Kameks for me. Okay, there we go. That was not bad whatsoever. I guess it's just luck a lot of times, see, because you guys saw in the last boss battle, she actually crapped out more Kameks at the end. This time she did not do that. Because if she did do that, then it wouldn't be very good for me. Let's go to Melty Molten. Let's change up the pace a little bit. I don't want to do everything in order here. But But I think after this star, I'm gonna go check if I got a letter from Luigi. My absolute favorite Mario song ever is this one right here. One of the most underrated pieces as well. Like, everyone always glazes about Gusty Garden, but I think this one's way better. Like, I got a feeling a lot of that sentiment comes from people that barely played it. Like, they played it once in the late 2000s, and they heard it, and then they never played Galaxy again and don't remember all the other songs. That's just my general feeling of it. Because I feel like if you play this a lot more like I do, there's a lot more songs that are just as good, if not better, than that one. So I feel it's very overrated. Gusty Garden. It especially annoys me when whenever Mario Galaxy is represented in like general Mario's media or whatever. It's always Gusty Garden that represents this game, and that bugs me. Because Gusty Garden's only like in one level too. Absolute favorite part of the song right there. Like, that composition is just one of the best. Because it just builds up so well the entire time, and then you have that climax at 1:28. You know, I've probably lost about 50% of my hearing with this song. With earbuds on. That's how much I'm into it. Okay, this part's relatively easy. There's also a Daredevil run we're gonna do with this. Depending on what time it spawns in. So it spawns in usually whenever the hell it wants to. There's no real order to things. This part's very easy. So got no issues here. Melting Molten actually has kind of sort of difficult ones. We got the Daredevil mission, and we also have the Fiery Downhill Piranha, which I always get hit on a couple of times. So this level does have its fair share of difficulty, but this part is not one of them. Okay, now we gotta feed that guy too. Almost forgot about him. But yeah, we're gonna go down and check for Luigi. Because also once we get the Trial Galaxies, it'll be a lot easier to get the star bits for this Luma there. Because you can always get a ton of star bits in the Rolling Gizmo Galaxy especially. Okay, no Luigi yet. Why? Okay, what are you still doing there? What are you doing? Okay, Luigi, you're pissing me off because you should have been gone a long time ago. You have no business being there still. I love the observatory too, but you actually have some work to do here, bro. I'm just gonna give this what I have already, so give her something to snack on. Almost there. More than halfway through, at least. So let's go do this one. This is the rolling ball level. I keep forgetting there's a rolling ball mission in Melty Molten. Very odd fit, to say the least. I think this time we're going to do 2 and 2 for each one. Because last time we rotated each galaxy after 1 star. I think this time we'll do 2 stars. And I gotta remind myself I need to get all these star bits. When I first played this, I was so confused at what I was supposed to do here. Because, like, you have to lead this guy to light these. And 8-year-old me didn't really understand that. So I was stuck there for a little bit. This part is usually easy if you time everything right. Okay, don't do that. I wasn't even looking and I managed to save myself. I was looking at my OBS. And I somehow wall jumped out of that, so... I bet you I could play this game with a blindfold on. God, I love that song. My absolute favorite of all time. It hits even better like when you go into first person mode and hear all the sounds of the meteors in the background as well. Adds to that feeling. There was a really cool glitch here in 3D All-Stars, but I don't know if it's here still. But like you could actually walk into the level here. I have footage of it on my 3D All-Stars, but I actually have never tried it here. You can kind of see where there's a little bit of... Okay, I'm kind of clipping in there, but... They probably patched it out if I had to guess. Maybe. I think here's like the weakest point. But if I like kept trying hard enough, maybe it could do it. But I'm not gonna spend all day here, so just gonna let you guys do it for yourselves. And if it doesn't work, you can definitely do it on 3D All-Stars because I have footage of it on my camera roll on my Switch. Back when I used to have Twitter, I would post a ton of crap of this game on there. But ever since Twitter got ruined, Nintendo took away the ability to post to it, and that kind of ruined a lot of the fun for me. I guess now you can upload stuff to your phone, but it's not as easy. I would have just preferred to have it post directly to Twitter. And get away from that, I almost got hit. Okay, if I get at least 100 stars on every mission, I think we should be good to go for the Hungry Luma. Okay, that was almost cool. I tried to show off there, but kind of got the best of me. You see, they even give you 2 1-ups here. Now I'm gonna try to beat it instead of showing off, so. Not bad at all. I know some people freak out at the motion control stars, but for me, they're pretty easy. Just a very weird fit, you know, because we got the rolling green galaxy, we got the rolling gizmo one, which are both very, very bright, bubbly missions in the blue sky with sweet, sweet galaxy music. And then we got a third ball mission here in the depths of hell in Melty Molten Galaxy, so I just always thought it was a weird fit. But hey, I ain't complaining. It's something new, at least. Okay, I'm a bit surprised that we didn't get the Daredevil mission for this one yet, but I think after the first Dreadnought, we're gonna go check for mail again from Luigi. And like I said in my top 10 video, this is one of my favorite missions in the whole game as well. Always a pleasure revisiting this one. But not a pleasure getting hit, so let's not get hit no more. Get that coin for good measure. There we go. Let's get all these star bits. Need all the star bits I can get. Okay, thank God for that. There we go, 67. Well, we had it for a split second until I messed it up, but I'm just doing this the long way so I can get more star bits, because I could have easily wall jumped into the pipe there, but I want more. Need more star bits. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. And there we go. And now I get to hear one of my favorite songs again. Yeah, I didn't even need the springs for that. That was kind of funny. Yeah, I think there's question blocks here for star bits, I hope. Yeah, I messed that one up. Let's go to this one. I guess I could show you guys something really funny, but there's like literally a death barrier right here. You can't jump here. Like, that's how close the death barrier is. It's really funny. And then all the stuff unloads. Like you guys saw, the level like completely unload once I hit that death barrier. So that's an interesting thing to see. Always very funny when I see stuff like that. Okay, at least I get more star bits for that, so that's good. Gotta be careful not to. Careful not to overshoot that, because that would have been catastrophic. You know, it took me years to realize that those things were eyeballs there. Like, those are eyes. And I didn't know that for the longest time. I guess because we also use them as platforms that I didn't, like, think of anything. I didn't think that deep into it, but yeah, those are eyeballs. That's pretty funny. There they are again. It's not what I wanted to do. I forgot about this. There's a crap ton of star bits here, which is excellent. And I messed that one up. But hey, we got almost 150, so that's pretty good for 1 star. I needed the coin from that thing, but oh well. Yikes, that was close. Now I'm safe. There we go. I'll get this for good measure. Oh, this game's hilarious. Ay, ay, ay. That, I can tell you that has never happened before when I've played this off camera. Hey, we learn something new every day. And on the bright side, at least I get a lot more star bits. That's good, right? Son of a... I could have gotten a whole boatload from that block if it didn't move. Hey, almost 200. It's better than nothing. Okay, now when I don't need the coin, that's when he stays up for me. Not going for the 1-up because I don't need it, and it killed me last time, so... There we go, that's how you actually do it. Instead of being a dumbass before like me. Whoops, I kind of spaced out looking out the windows there, but here's our Daredevil comment. Started looking at the birds outside, and I just kind of forgot that I was recording for a minute, so I apologize there. Coffee still hasn't fully woken me up yet. Lava Spire Daredevil won one of the most infamous stars in the entire game. And we are going to do it in one try. And we get a lot more star bits here too. almost hit that lava geyser. Now, gotta time this right because you don't want to jump into the steam there. And I'm gonna go into the volcano this time so I can get more star bits. I completely forgot about that part last time. And we're gonna get well over 100 here, so we're definitely on the right track to feeding Luma. And it's better to be patient on this instead of doing what I just did. You do not want to get overzealous, because you'll pay for it in the end. This might be the most scary part of the entire level, I think. Because of that geyser right there. Yeah, I won't tell you guys how many times this thing has killed me right here. That little geyser of 3. But if you just go slow and kill all of these things, it should be an easy time. Just take your time, don't rush. Let the geysers let the geysers explode before you try to make an attempt for it. Or you can take the back exit here, which is way safer to do. A very generous amount of star bits, I will say. But I think the hard part's over. I've never really had trouble on this planet before. I'm gonna learn to shut up and not say anything ever again. But hey, on the bright side, at least I've gotten better at my anger management skills. I didn't freak out there. I didn't swear. That's good. It's good to not swear. And on the bright side, we get more star bits. I'm just a happy camper right now. I'm thrilled to do this level again. I'm so excited. I'm just thrilled. I love doing this level. That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I did not mean to do that, but it worked out kind of well. At least I get 200 stars now. Star bits. Okay, it almost didn't spin there, which is... I think what happened last time is because I stopped. I tried to stop there and I slipped off. I slipped off the platform. right as I was saying that I don't die there. Might be the stupidest moment in Let's Play history. You gotta say that, might take the cake. Oh. Okay, let's jump over that this time. I guess the cheat code to success is not talking. That was the most embarrassing moment of my life. You know, I think I've died more times on that than I did Perfect Run on the last video. That was scary bad gameplay on my end. Okay, now I'm gonna go check for Luigi. After that mess. You know, I think I got all my star bits for this guy on that single level. That's insanity. Okay, he's gone finally, so that's good. But is he at Battle Rock yet? That's the question. Okay, hopefully this is it. I hope it's not a letter from Peach. There we go. Now we can go get him. It's going to be a very nice change of pace from the last level we just did. Battle Rock Barrage. It was very nice to come back to a much more peaceful level after the hell I just went through. Quite literally, because it's lava. Just a little bit annoying how we have to wait for Luigi at the very end of this long auto-scroller. It's very weird, though, the Luigi missions as a whole, because he's like... Luigi doesn't get to explore much, because 2 of the 3 that we rescue him on are in the terrace, in the Good Egg, and then the Honey Hive. This is actually the furthest out that Luigi explores, which is very interesting, because I wish rescuing Luigi was like a more prominent mission in the game. I wish there was a rescue Luigi star in every dome, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I would love to rescue him in Deep Dark Galaxy, or Melting Molten, or Toy Time. It's a little bit unfortunate. I wish it would have done more of those types of stars, because they are fun. The concept itself is really entertaining. I just wish they went further with it. Like, that would be really fun to, like, fight Bowser again. Like, imagine that. We have to go back to Bowser's dark matter plant or something, and like there's a new text box and Bowser saying, "Oh, I have Luigi, fight me again to save him," or something like that. That would have been really fun. Give you a reason to go back to those levels too, because all of these boss levels, they are literally one and dones, and after you go to them, there's like no reason to go back ever. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna follow me that. Yeah, I jinxed myself again, so maybe not drink coffee next time while he's trying to lead us. $67, I didn't even notice. Okay, on the bright side, at least we got all of the hardest stars out of the way first. We got the Camella Daredevil, as well as the Melty Molten Daredevil, so everything should be pretty smooth sailing after this. Because like I said, we're doing all the purple coins on the next and final episode. Which means I'll have to feed a lot of Hungry Lumas. To that Hungry Luma star where you can... where you can switch all of the comments around, etc, etc. So yeah, we're gonna do all of our Trial Galaxies. Let's do this one first. This is my least favorite of the Trial Galaxies. This is the Bubble Blast Galaxy. With our beloved balloons again. We can get a lot of star bits here. Even though we don't need them anymore because we got all of them. Or not all of them necessarily, but we got enough for the Hungry Luma and the Snowcap Galaxy. So that's pretty good. Okay, now we're just going to go in order to make sure I don't do anything all wrong here. We're going to go in order of the stars, so that's usually how I always do it. So yeah, I got that one, and then just goes in order. It's easy to keep track that way, instead of doing it all ass backwards. Okay, coins are kind of useless in this level because one hit from these things and you just fall to your death, so there's like no real need for coins here. You're not going to get low health on this level because it is a one-hit death. I guess it's kind of a troll in their end. Maybe I'm the first person to ever say this, but I feel like controlling the bubble with like a pro controller with motion controls is pretty easy to do. I've always been pretty well adjusted to Galaxy with the pro controller instead of the Wii remote. I know there's a lot of people who need to have a Wii remote, or they play with Joy-Cons on the Switch. That has never been me. I have actually never played like a full game of Galaxy with Joy-Cons before. Because like the night that I got 3D All-Stars, I was instantly adjusted to playing it with the Pro Controller. Just felt so natural to me. And it still does to this day. Feels even more so natural with the GameCube controller as well. Because of that giant A button. And the X being the spin is right above it. The only thing that I don't like is that the shoulder buttons are swapped. See, that's exactly what I mean. Me talking is what gets me into these messes. I don't want to do this again. No. Okay, no more talking about controllers. I'm focusing on this because I barely ever die in this level 2. It's just this yapping is what's getting me in trouble here. Okay, let's not die again. Kinda getting tired of dying everywhere. Okay, now I can talk for a little bit. This next part isn't as bad or annoying, because you don't have to go to 5 different quadrants. I guess quadrants wouldn't be the right word, because quad is 4, but you guys know what I mean, those 5 little areas, so this one should be a little bit easier to do. It's like, yeah, I keep talking so much and it gets me into trouble on here. On the bright side, at least there's a lot of 1-ups for me. I think this might be the most 1-ups I've ever gotten in a single session, 54. Because I don't really think there's an infinite lives trick on here like there is in Galaxy 2. So you have to build up all of your lives naturally on here. And I don't know, I kind of like how it resets your lives every time you play a new... every time you start the game again, it resets your lives. It doesn't keep them from the previous ones. I just think that adds a little bit more to the difficulty. Because in something like 3D World, you can max out your lives in like World 1, 2. And it keeps your lives for the entire file, and it just makes everything incredibly easy in my opinion. So I do prefer the system that they set up in here where it resets every single time. I like that a lot. This makes everything more interesting. Now we're doing Loop-de-Swoop. And we'll save my favorite one for last, which is Rolling Gizmo. I wonder if the glitch is still here that... And here's the glitch I'm referring to. We can jump off of his head and go all the way to the manta ray ourselves. Okay, so it still works. There we go. I'm glad they didn't patch that one out. It's one of my favorite ones. Okay, here we go, and you just go onto it. And it's the start of the race. And despite what everyone else thinks, I really enjoy these levels. They are a lot of fun. And it is a very nice change of pace as well. And one thing that I'm noticing is that every 3D Mario game has like its own type of race, I've noticed. Like 64 has the penguin races on the slides. I know Sunshine has a race where you have to ride a blooper thing. Galaxy obviously has this. Galaxy 2 has the race with the birds. I actually think 3D Land might be the only one that doesn't have a race. Because 3D Land, 3D World has Plessy, of course. But you don't really ride anything in 3D Land. Odyssey, there's the Koopa free running races. There's a lot of races in Mario Odyssey. So racing has always been a staple of 3D Mario. There's even a racing in Bonanza as well. There's the racing layer. We have to ride Rambi. We race Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong. Okay, almost done with my coffee, and I finally feel like I'm waking up a little bit, so that's good. This is my favorite one from the Trial Galaxies. Okay, not a nice start to this level. I was trying to show off again, but even when I play off camera, that's always how I do it, so we're gonna do it right this time. There we go, that's how you do it. It's kinda crazy how I'm already almost at 60 lives. Getting these coins. Because I am a perfectionist. Yeah, that was my fault. My fault there. But this is one of those ones that I actually kind of like dying on because I get to replay it again. That's how fun it is. See, for that part, you just gotta be fast with your jump button. That's really all it comes down to. If you take a little bit too slow to press jump, then you will fall to your doom. But if you press it quickly, then you'll be good to go. You know, back when I was growing up, I think this was the undisputed hardest level for me. I could not get it for the life of me when I was like 8 years old. But now that I'm a very wise old man, this is one of my favorite ones. Get a shit ton of star bits here. There you go, only one death. Or wait, 2 deaths. Only 2 deaths, which is not bad at all. I would have preferred none, but I was trying to show off a little bit. So that's on me, though. Finished my coffee, now I gotta get some water. The water is very important. Okay, now we can go back up there. And I think what we'll do is we'll do the Snow-Capped Galaxy next. Probably my least favorite level in the entire game. So I definitely want to get that one out of the way. It's kind of funny how we spend most of this episode outside the actual dome. No! That's actually a really good trick. If you fall off from a high platform in this game, just fall off the entire observatory, because it'll take you back to where you fell off from. But if you try to land on the floor down there, it'll just leave you down there. So definitely try to fall off the level. Pardon me there. Squawky's giving me the hiccups. Yeah, if you fall off a high level, fall into space, do not try to land on anywhere below you, on any ground level. That is my biggest lesson of the day. I know where all the hiding locations are for these things, so it should be pretty easy. I just do not like this level for the life of me. And I think I mentioned this before, but I've always thought that this was like the very final level in Super Mario Galaxy. Like, even beyond the final Bowser battle and everything, even beyond the Trial Galaxies, I always saw this level as like the last one. Because it was always at the very tippy top of the garden, the Hungry Luma star of the garden. This was the undisputed final star in the game. And it was always just so underwhelming to me because it's just like easy. It's like easy and it's not fun. It's like, I don't know why they chose this to be the last Hungry Luma star. Like, I wish it would have been more creative and more hard, or difficult rather. See, so that was one of them. And the fact that this mediocre level costs 1600 star bits also sends me up the wall. Because those 1600 star bits could have been spent elsewhere. On much better things. And an easy tip is to just trap them in here. Chase them in here. You know, most of the time when I play this star, I try to get all three of them, like, next to each other, because it's just funny to catch all of them one by one. One right after another. I actually shot him. I didn't know that those things have footprints. Look at that. The Star Bunny left a footprint there on the snow. I did not know that was possible. That's awesome. Luigi can't even leave a paw print up there. Or a footprint, not a paw print, but you get what I mean. I did not know that. That's awesome. See how I'm discovering new stuff every day in this game. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go back to the garden. I missed Dreadnought already. Okay, no Luigi yet. He's still there. So I'm assuming we'll probably get back to Luigi in the next episode then, in the Honey Hive. Very fitting. We're in late March, almost April. Get to play the beautiful garden. Very fitting. Dreadnought's Colossal Cannons, another auto-scroller one, but definitely more interesting than the Battle Rock auto-scroller, I will say. And fun fact, you don't actually need to do any of this. Well, you need to do the top ones, yes, but the bottom one you don't need to do. And that's why I just ran through the electric thing there, because you don't need it. I always like staring at these dog houses, those are really funny. It even has a picture of the little chomplet on it. But you do need to do the top one or else this little corkscrew will not spawn. That would do the more octopus again. Haven't seen these in a little bit. In a hot minute, as the kids say. Almost done with this one. Not bad whatsoever. I guess we're not done. I thought we were a lot further ahead than this, but it is what it is. They actually reused that sound effect for Super Mario Odyssey. Because when you're in the Moon Kingdom, in the caverns with the lava, and you ground pound those switches, it plays that same exact sound effect. That sound right there. Which is always going to be the Galaxy sound in my heart. It'll always remind me of. And here we are at the start already. Ooh, 97. If only it was 67. Okay, where should we go? Let's do the trash mission. So we can get that one out of the way. And you know, gang, I think I might actually wrap it up a little bit earlier. I feel like doing 20 stars in this episode and 20 stars in the next episode will be a nice, even way to handle things. So we might just do 3 more, no matter if I'm finished with the galaxies or not. And especially if we're going to do only purple coins next time, it is going to be a little bit tedious because not all of the purple coins are available at once. You have to beat one mission, and then one set of purple coins spawns, and then you have to beat another mission. And so on and so on, so I maybe think that will be a smarter way to go about things. So I think I'll wrap it up once I get 100 stars today. here's our trick I showed you last time to light the bombs with the other bombs. And that saves you a lot of time. And you don't have to be perfect with your aim on these things. You do not have to hit him where the coin chips are. There you go, first try. Once you learn that trick, you'll never have trouble with this again. I think the final 2 stars that I'll do today are the 2 secret stars from Melty Molten and Deep Dark. So we're gonna go ahead and do Boo in a Box for this one. And then we'll do the Hungry Luma Star in Melty Molten. And then we'll wrap it up, because I feel like saving Fiery Dino Piranha for the final episode of the series is gonna be pretty fun. Wait, did I do the level that doesn't have it? I hope this has it. This kind of reminds me a lot of like the Sea Slide Galaxy with the cannon, because the cannon is open in the first. Okay, I'm getting confused here. In Deep Dark Galaxy, the cannon is open on the first 2 missions, except on the mission number 2, we have to fight the Underground Gunner to get it. And now, once we beat that guy, it's gone on Star 3. So it tells like a mini story, sort of, in a weird way. And even the tiki torches are gone for this one. Oh no, look. Toad's meat. Toad fears no fish. I really hope I'm able to access the Boo in a Box from this mission, because I wanted to click the whatchamacallit. Okay, thankfully there's a shell there for me. And there we go, we can do it, so that's pretty good. This is one of my favorite secret stars too. This is one of the weirdest ones, and like the best. It's a good kind of weird, I'll say. Because it's raining here, like you don't see rain very often in this game. It plays the Ghostly Galaxy song, which we haven't heard since the actual Ghostly Galaxy. So hearing that song in a completely different environment is very novel as well. I don't know why I nerd out so much when it's a music change in this game, but it's very interesting. And we have an urchin here too to make everything a little bit more annoying, but I really like this mission. Just so weird. A good kind of weird though. I'm really excited for the next episode though, because we're going to be going all over the place again. To wrap it up, we're going to be going to every single dome for purple coin missions. And we're going to be finishing up the garden, so that's going to be a ton of fun for the next episode. So let's go ahead and go over here again, because that's where it is. And this time I actually do have to be conscious of my starbit intake, because I need 80 for this thing, I'm pretty sure. you can get a lot of height from these grates over here. Almost there. And we already have more than enough, which is great. And it's just a very simple Silver Star mission over here. And you know, one of the most fascinating things to me is that in very early footage of this game from like E3 2006, I don't know if it's exactly where that footage came from, but that's besides the point really, is at the top Maniac boss battle. There was a top Maniac fight and it was supposed to be here in the Molten Galaxy. And I remember that very vividly in the Beta 64 Super Mario Galaxy video. He showed that footage and it was like, that's top Maniac in the Molten Galaxy, and like nobody was talking about that fact in the comments like it was like a normal thing. But like, no, that's a very fascinating thing to me at least. Oh, there was supposed to be that boss battle here as well, but they switched it over to the Dreadnought, which I guess makes a lot more sense because Dreadnought, like I said, is like, it's like the more difficult version of Battle Rock in a way. It uses the same music. Okay, so we have all those to do next time, plus the comments from here, because I'm pretty sure we have the speedrun comment for Star 3, so we fight Top Maniac twice there. We're just going to go back to the main part to see if Luigi's ringing for us yet, because we got to save Luigi next episode as well. And I'm pretty sure we do. There he is. There we go. Everything is falling into place. So yeah, guys, there you have it. We did most of the garden today. I know we didn't do all of it, like I said in the beginning, but I just think that would make for a better episode. Do 20 today, 20 in the final episode, and it'll be a great way to end off the series of my favorite game of all time. So really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, make sure to leave a like leave a like below. I'll leave all of your thoughts in the comments down below. That's what I was trying to get at there. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss the next episode where we tackle all of the purple coin missions, we rescue Luigi, and we finally finish my favorite game of all time. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope to see all of you there with me. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Goodbye.